speakers will be Sumati Kannan and Shraddha Agarwal. Both Sumati and Shraddha ji have learned various healing techniques and meditation practices from Dr. Jha in the last 11 years. Both have been practicing holistic healing and have been successfully treating many patients for a variety of chronic and acute ailments, have been using a combination of acupressure, naturopathy, breathing techniques, mudras, energy healing and counseling. They believe in guiding the patients to heal themselves with the right knowledge and lifestyle corrections. Dr. Munjun Jha fondly calls them as Riddhi and Siddhi. Please welcome Sumati ji and Shraddha ji.
Good afternoon everyone. We are here to discuss about Swar and Mar. What is Swar? Swar is essentially our breath. Once breath is aligned, everything will be aligned. That is what was communicated in our skit also earlier. Once breath is aligned, you can know yourself, self-realization happens, you can connect to your inner self. You know what is the best way of breathing? It is diaphragm breathing. If you observe babies, you can find this diaphragm breathing very easily. When the babies breathe, the stomach will come out fully. When they exhale, it will go in fully. This is diaphragm breathing. All of us should practice this diaphragm breathing so that we can organize our breath very well. So many of us here are healers. No, this breath helps us in diagnosis a person. When a person sits before us, from the breath pattern, we can diagnose and accordingly treat the person. Short breath indicates that person is very anxious. Short exhale indicates he is holding back. He is not opening up. He is not speaking out. Short exhale indicates he is holding back. Short inhale indicates closed mind. How much ever you tell, he won't listen. Forceful exhale indicates he is in anger. So by observing the breath pattern, we can know the person and accordingly treat the person. Then, there is a very interesting factor about breath. That is length of the breath as per our activities. See, we all know breathing, inhale and exhale, that's all. But if you observe for each of our activity, the length of our breath varies. When we speak, when we sing, when we sleep, when we do exercise, as per the activities, the length principles work towards energizing these mana points. When the healing takes place, whatever is the stagnant energy which was affecting the free flow of energy, that gets removed. And automatically free flow of energy takes place, leading to the energizing of these marma points. Once marma point is energized, automatically mind, body, soul connection happens, which leads a healthy lifestyle. Even in self-Reiki, most of us here must be knowing about Reiki. In self-Reiki practice, we will keep our hands in different position for doing a charging process. What does that do? When we keep our palms in different places, the energy from the cosmos is going to our one points and charging them, making the free flow of energy. Once the prana flows freely, all the stagnant energy removed and the entire marma points will be charged and you will be free from all the diseases. Mentally, physically, spiritually, you will be healthy.
Now I'll explain you how can you charge this one coins yourself. Everybody here must be doing meditation. So what we do first, we calm down our brain either through mantra chanting or drawing something or through specific puja process. So that way, when we are calming down, we are energizing our brain marma. Those are called the Khodar marma. So next, after doing meditation, we start observing our breath. By observing our breath, we connect with ourselves. So this is the time you start feeling throbbing sensation, pain or some feeling on particular points. So those are the points for that specific moment, for that specific meditation you are doing. Then you do a coming out process from the meditation. You rub your hands, you touch your eyes, you protect your navel. So all this is known as kavach. During the puja process and in rituals also, somebody will come and touch certain points. These are very specific marma points which needs to be protected after every meditation. So this is the way, through meditation, we are coordinating with our marma. So next is Yoga Nidra. You would all be knowing about the Yoga Nidra. So there are specific 18 points defined as marma points which will make it as a Yoga Nidra. So when you focus on these points, you take your breath there and then you breathe out from that point. So this way you energize those marma points with your breath. So if you would like me, I'll call this marma points also. I marked it here. These are the 18 points. Okay, so these are Shipra, which is in the tip of the toe. Okay, then Gulf, then Indrapasti, which is on the your calf muscles, then Janu, which is on the in your knees, then Urvi on the thigh muscles, then Buddha, which is the end point of your spine, then Mukundra and Nitamba, this is on your hips, then Vitipa, which is the starting of urethra, then Nagi, you all know, Hridaya, Neelamana, which is the root of your throat, then Shringata Marma, which I already told you, which is on the cheeks, and which is the small tongue in your inside your mouth. Then Fana Marma, which is here on the nose, then Apanga on the top of your eyebrows, then Sthapani, which is our Adya Chakra, and the top of the head, Adipati.
See, now we have told you what is Svar, what is Man, how to align. So every day we align our breath and focus on these 18 marm points. The whole body will be charged very nicely and we can lead a healthy, peaceful, enjoyable life. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I would like to ask if anybody has any questions, any suggestion which will improve our knowledge in this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kamya, you can introduce our next speaker.
Let us now give a warm welcome to Colonel M. Kumar, whose talk is about the power of healing. Colonel Kumar retired from the Indian Army after 25 years of service and served as the Chief Security Officer in the corporate office of the Currency Printing Division of the Reserve Bank of India for 15 years, and he has authored a book, an English book titled Know Thy Life and Live the Know, and one book in Tamil on meditation also known as Dhyana. Inspired by Dr. B.N. Jha, who treated his wife from a chronic disease, he completed the one-year holistic healing course run by Dr. Jha in 2013. He is also a Reiki Grandmaster and trained Sujok therapist. Please welcome Colonel M. Kumar on the stage.
Unfortunately, we are not able to find him right now. So we can move forward to our next speaker. Okay, we'll listen to a beautiful poem by one of our RDIHH students on her journey with Dr. Jha and ma'am. She is going to speak this in Kannada. Suma, we welcome you on stage. Please join us.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಗುರುಜಿಯವರ ಹಾಗೂ ಗುರುಮಾತೆಯವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಡಿಮೆನೆ. ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ನನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಭಾವನೆಗಳನ್ನು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ. ಬಳಲುತ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂದು ನಾನು ಬೆನ್ನು ನೋವಿನಿಂದ, ಅಲೆದಾಡಿದೆ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳ ಒಲ್ಲನ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಿಂದ. ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಫಲಿತಾಂಶವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ದೇಹದ ಮನದ ನೋವಿನಿಂದ ಒದ್ದಾಡಿದೆ. ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನು ನೆನೆದು ಕೊರಗುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗಲೇ ದಿವ್ಯ ಚೇತನದ ಪರಿಚಯವಾಯಿತು ಗೆಳತಿಯಿಂದಲೇ. ಅಕ್ಯುಪ್ರೆಷರ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡೆ ಅನುಮಾನದಿಂದ. ಮೊದಲಿನಂತೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೇನಾ ಎಂದು ಕೇಳಿದೆ ಸಂಶಯದಿಂದಲೇ. ಧನಾತ್ಮಕ ಉತ್ತರ ನೀಡಿದರು ನಗು ಮೊಗದಿಂದಲೇ. ತೆರೆಯಿತು ವೈದ್ಯೋ ನಾರಾಯಣೋ ಹರಿಯ ಬಾಗಿಲು, ಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಯವಾಯಿತು ನನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ದಿಗಿಲು. ಕೆಲವೇ ದಿನಗಳ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ನನ್ನ ನೋವಿಗೆ. ಮನದಲ್ಲೇ ಈ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಕಲಿಯುವ ಆತುರ, ಸಮಯ ಕೂಡಿ ಬಂತು 3 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ನಂತರ. ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಸರಳ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವ ಈ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಕಂಡೆನ ಯಶಸ್ಸಿನ ಮೆಟ್ಟಿಲು ಅದರದ್ದು. ಇವರಂತ ಗುರುವು ಸಿಗಲಿಲ್ಲವೆಲ್ಲು, ಇವರಂತ ಗುರುವು ಸಿಗಲಿಲ್ಲವೆಲ್ಲು. ಆಕಾಶದಂತ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮನದಲ್ಲೂ, ಆಕಾಶದಂತ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮನದಲ್ಲೂ. 2.5 ದಶಕಗಳ ನಿರಂತರ ಸೇವೆಯಿಂದ, 2.5 ದಶಕಗಳ ನಿರಂತರ ಸೇವೆಯಿಂದ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಜನರ ಬದುಕಿಗೆ ಬೆಳಕಾಯಿತು ಇವರಿಂದ. ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಜನರ ಬದುಕಿಗೆ ಬೆಳಕಾಯಿತು ಇವರಿಂದ. ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸುವರು ನಗು ಮೊಗದಿಂದ, ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸುವರು ನಗು ಮೊಗದಿಂದ. ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡುವರು ಉದಾರತೆಯಿಂದ. ಇವರಿಗೆ ಜಂಟಿಯಾಗಿ ನಿಂತವರು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಗುರುಮಾತೆಯವರು, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಗುರುಮಾತೆಯವರು. ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರ ಹೊಗಳಲು ಸಾಲದು ಶಬ್ದದ ಬತ್ತಳಿಕೆಗಳು, ಸಾಲದು ಶಬ್ದದ ಬತ್ತಳಿಕೆಗಳು. ಇವರಿಂದ ನನಸಾಗುತ್ತಿದೆ ನನ್ನ ಕನಸಿನ ಸಾಗರ, ನನ್ನ ಕನಸಿನ ಸಾಗರ. ಪುಟ್ಟ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಏರುತ್ತಲಿರುವೆ ವೈದ್ಯ ಲೋಕದ ಗೋಪುರ. ನಗು ಮೊಗದ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಾಗರ, ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಚಿಲುಮೆ, ಸೇವೆಯ ಮನೋಭಾವ, ಧನಾತ್ಮಕ ನಿಲುಮೆಯ ಚೇತನಕ್ಕೆ, ಧನಾತ್ಮಕ ನಿಲುಮೆಯ ಚೇತನಕ್ಕೆ. ಅಪರೂಪದ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಇಂಥ ಚಿಲುಮೆಯು ನನಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯವಾದ ಅದೃಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತರಾಳದಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.